Good afternoon, evening, morning if you're in Europe. Good evening, YouTube. Random Duck 91 for Not So Epic Gaming. Welcome to the Sparrow Racing League. That really cool, awesome thing that was announced at PSX last week that was coming out to Destiny for 3 weeks. Well, originally it was just announced. Then it was told, oh, it'll be 3 weeks. And I see why it's 3 weeks. This is what, instead of doing actual content, we're adding in emotes and we're adding in this. I mean, it was fun, like my first 5 races, and then I just realized there's really nothing, like, great about it. It's a giant waste of time when you really sit and look at it. Okay, let's see what I got. I'm in 6th place right now. Why? Just because. But even being in 6th place, I'm not out of the race, which I guess is a part of the reason that they built it this way. But I look at it and think to myself, wow, this is not the greatest spending of my time. I get gear at the end every time. Ooh, really exciting. Some of it's completely worthless racing gear that's just cosmetic. It has no defensive value. It's just cosmetic. It doesn't even give you a bonus. There's the occasional piece that actually has defensive value and has bonuses on it. And those bonuses that are for racing variant stuff, you also are able to nix some of that and go with actual bonuses that you could use in the field. So it kind of is useful. But I've hit like one piece of 300 gear so far, so it's not that great, even though you can supposedly get 320 gear. I haven't seen anywhere close to that. 300 is the max I've seen so far. Unless it's some sort of reward you get, but like from completing missions. But I'm almost done with all the missions for the Sparrow Racing League as it is. And I'm done with most of the bounties. I've done bounties for the first day, I got bounties for the second day, and the racer tool bag kit box doesn't give you anything worthwhile. And I forgot, there's one other form of racing gear, and that's literally racing gear that has just a bonus for racing purposes, like your side movement, using less fuel, and more fuel for tricks and things of that nature. But all in all, well, all 6 of us are right here. There's no difference. Almost every race I've been in, unless somebody is horrible, you all end within 3 seconds of each other. I've had multiple races where all 6 of us ended within a second of each other. There's no skill involved in this entire ordeal. You get nothing from this. I'm waiting to find a 320 piece of gear just for infusion. I'm gonna immediately destroy it. I don't want it. And if you haven't started doing the Sparrow Racing League for whatever reason, I don't know. Originally there was talk of it being exclusive to PlayStation. I don't know if that's real. I don't think it is. But in the event it is exclusive and you're on Xbox and you don't get to play it, you're not missing anything. Plus you'll probably get it right after we get it anyway. That's probably what they meant by exclusive. But again, I'm not looking into it. I don't care that much. But you see these gates I'm passing through. The gates give you a boost in speed. That's great. That's a normal thing a game does. If you're in the top 3, the gates are about half the size. They might even be a little bit smaller. They might only be like 40% of the size right now. So they're harder to hit, to give people in the back more boost and get them up closer. But you'll also notice every time I miss a gate, the screen flashes red and I lose speed. That's because if you don't hit a gate, you actually lose speed and go slower. So not only does hitting the gate make you go faster, missing it makes you go slower. I find that to be a horribly flawed system in this game. Hit the gate, go faster. That makes total sense. I mean, I understand that. 110%. 110%. Miss the gate, go slower. No. It's one or the other. Like, hit the gate, go faster. Totally fine. You miss the gate, whatever. Not the end of the world. Not you go slower if you miss it too. That's just a double whammy, and I blew up there. Which, that was one of the quicker times that I've blown up. I fell off a cliff once, and I fell for a good 5 seconds, and then I finally blew up. So they need to work on... They needed to work on, as soon as you leave the track, you immediately blow up, because I went from first place to last place immediately because I had 5 seconds of complete waste of time. Miss a gate, went slower. Hit a gate, go faster temporarily. I don't like this system. And even to add, and look, let's look at these times. How far behind was I? Not even 2 full seconds behind. That's 6 people. These are not races. Races should involve some form of skill. There should be some sort of like balancing aspect on the Sparrow to where I can make mine faster, but you've got better handling so you can take turns better. You accelerate faster. I have higher top speed. Things of that nature. But you have none of that here. And it's really infuriating. 2 seconds. And you get such minimal increase, but it does give you Crucible rank. So remember, put on a cape that gives you Crucible rank increases if you want. Now, this is literally an exact continuation. This is the exact same thing. I'm talking real quick because I wasn't going to use this part of the clip, but I'm going to use this part of the clip because it's a pure continuation. I ended the recording, immediately restarted the recording, and this is what I'm running with. That's what I got. I got a 296 helmet for last place. Everybody here got, like, I think 290s, give or take. All of the blue gear is exclusively racing gear. It does nothing. It's cosmetic. They don't even have bonuses. The purple gear that you get for finishing some of the missions, those are worthwhile.
That's just yours, trust me, because I've done all of the CPU defenses, and they've got no problems with that.
I'm talking about guns up, but
then again, the CPU
some of the purple stuff has actual bonuses, and the helmet, which I believe you get as the final reward that you can then buy from Holiday at the end, it has 3 defense on it starting out. I don't understand why it has 3 defenses, but you can infuse it. You can infuse it all the way up if you really want to, but it doesn't have that great of bonuses, and it's not that cool looking. And you can't run a whole set because the other ones don't have defense on them. It appears only the helmets that you get have actual I was gonna say combative, and then I just went with the word combat, so I said combat. Combative bonuses for you, like grenades, taken, etc. Things of that nature. And I don't understand why you release the helmet at 3. Just make it a 280.
I would consider putting money into the game just for cards, though. I wouldn't use it for like anything else.
I'm really talking about guns up. We really are enjoying it. This is the quest I'm currently working on, which will give me the chest piece, which has another stupid bonus, and then the one bounty from the original day, which I think you can get every day by the look of it, because I think it's more of it might be a weekly bounty, and it's just not listed as that, but it's complete 10 other bounties. So
for bounties and things like that,
and you only get 4. There's 4 bounties that she offers, and one of them is that. So you only get 3 a day. So it'll take you. Dang it! It'll take you 4 days. I was thinking it was gonna take you 3.
And like
they have to remove that from the bounty board, otherwise you're gonna complete 2 bounties, or you're gonna sit there having 2 bounties and then have to wait another day to get the 10 because you'll have already done the 10 that day. But here's one on Venus. The last one we did was Mars, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were just on Mars. Yeah, we were on Mars. This is the Venus track. There's only 2 tracks so far that I've run into. Yesterday's bounty was for Mars laps under 2 minutes, which is super easy. You saw me screwing around and blowing up, and I still completed all 3 of those in under 2 minutes. But today's bounty is complete Venus runs in under 2 minutes, which is also extremely easy. Like, they're not even challenging bounties for the most part. Look, I missed a gate. But here I am. I'm in the front of the pack, and somehow I did not hit that gate back there, and that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Hitting the side rail, holding that gate up, does not count as hitting the gate. And I just sidestepped all around that. I clearly went through that gate, though. Half of my Sparrow went through it, and it doesn't matter. I'm already in 5th place. It's horrible. Game's over, right? It's definitely over right now. I'm calling it right now. I'm going to get 5th or 6th place. It sucks. You got 6th place last race. You'll see 6th place again this race. But it's a fun diversion, and I see why they didn't keep it for longer than 3 weeks. It's not going to hold attention long enough. I'll complete the missions, and I'll complete the bounties and see if I can actually get a 320 anything. If I can get a 320 anything, it's going into my helmet immediately. I'm not keeping it. Screw you. For some reason, I also feel like I'm lighter than everybody. I don't know. I'm sure that's just part of my imagination. But I don't ever seem to be able to push people, but they can push me like crazy. I was in the lead. Then I was in 5th place. Now I'm in 4th place. All in one corner. All in a single turn. I went from 1st place to 5th place because we're all next to each other. And it's not like another fun racing games like Mario Kart or things of that nature where, you've got alternate paths you can go on because the alternate paths, for a lot of them, are, temporary like that one where you end up in the exact same spot and it doesn't speed you up. Or you miss a gate. There is a jump up here I never hit because I don't want to because I want the gate. And I think that seems to be the only shortcut I've seen so far that actually shaves off any amount of time because you don't do any of the turns, but you also miss the gate. So you get that speed deduction like I just got there because that guy knocked me out of the way. And I'm back in 5th place. But we're all right here. You have the nice tracker on the side, and now I'm in 6th place. We're all right next to each other. We're within a half a second of each other. If this race ended right now, I swear to God, it'd be not even a half a second between the first and the last, which is me right now. I'm last. I'm just, I knew it wasn't going to be the greatest thing in the world, but I thought they'd have tried a little bit better. Right up there, you saw the guy in first place going up that hill, and he's still ahead of me. That seems to be the only one, and I don't think there's a gate in there because I would get a penalty for missing the gate because, haha, penalties. Penalties for not hitting a gate. Stupid. Another bounty for today is hit 60 gates in a race, which is extremely easy. There's like, I want to say there's around 25 probably a lap. So you get an extra 15 and you got to get 80% of the gates it's not really that bad. 80's it's pretty simple. And if you really are having troubles with it, just be at the bottom half of the pack and the gates are bigger for you. I accomplished that one with well, it's a mission too, so if you haven't started, you can probably double up on the bounty and the mission. But you also have to get like another I want to say like 200 gates on top of that to complete that part of the mission because it's gates in a mission and then gates in general. Also, I think there was a something for 15 gates consecutively, which is also extremely easy. Unless, of course, you're like me and you start counting and you get really close and then you start getting really excited and then you're like, oh, nope, I messed up. But okay, I went from 6th place to 2nd place, so that's exciting. Now I'm in 3rd place again because, haha, no skill required, boys and girls. I'm behind one guy. Garza. Garza, Garza, Garza. But this is the Sparrow Racing League, for anybody that hasn't started playing. If I get a 320 from it, I will, without a doubt, I will make a video on it to say, yes, there are really 320s in here, and I'm sure somebody already has. Like, oh, I got a 320 this, I got a 320 helmet, I'm pretty sure is the only thing they're going to get, because everything else doesn't seem to exist here. Which, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I could use a 320 helmet. And look, I'm in 1st place. 4 minutes ago I said, man, I'm going to stay in, like, the bottom half of the pack without a doubt. Here's smaller gates. Thankfully, I hit the wall at the right point there. Let's see how much I win by. I did actually win. Half the time, right at the end, somebody passes me. But I won by a whole second that time. And there's still the guy in 6th place running around. But within 3 seconds, and then even with him screwing around, I think getting blown up multiple times and things of that nature, not starting on time, he's still within 13 seconds. That's the biggest gap I've seen so far time-wise. And this is how much time you have at the end, too. I'm able to do, like, over a half a lap in this time. But, yeah. Sparrow Racing League. Not the most impressive thing, not the best use of their time. But, of course, you can buy a book from Tess that keeps track of all your stuff, and if you complete the book, you get extra rewards, which, if the 320 rewards are hidden behind that book, it costs 1,000 silver. I'm going to be pissed. What did I get for 1st place? Nothing good. Stay epic, guys.